Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. I'm Mark, and as always, I'm here with Jenny, and today we've got something seriously cool to talk about.
That's right, Mark. We're diving into the world of TikTok, but not just the usual dances and lip syncs. We're talking about their new AR features. I've been playing around with them, and it's quite the experience.
Oh man, this is the cool part. AR, or augmented reality, on TikTok is changing how people interact with the platform. I was just reading about this, and apparently, posts with AR filters are getting way more attention.
Okay, wait, let me get this straight. You're saying these AR filters do more than just make people look like, cute puppies or whatever?
Exactly. It's way more than that. So basically what's happening is, these filters are making videos more interactive. Like, you're not just watching, you're part of the experience. Here's the thing about AR on TikTok. It's like it adds another layer to the content.
That's fascinating. But how does it actually work? I mean, how are they making this happen?
Alright, so they've got this thing called Effect House. Let me break this down real quick. It's a set of tools that lets creators design their own AR effects. And it's not as complicated as you might think.
Hold up, can we break that down? Effect House? Is that like a software or something?
Yeah, exactly. It's like a toolkit. And get this, users have created over 10 million custom AR effects since its launch. 10 million! Isn't that wild?
Wow, that's a lot of creativity flowing. I can already hear our listeners thinking, can I do that too?
Totally. And that's the beauty of it. It's pretty accessible. But wait, it gets even better. It's not just about creating cool visuals. These AR features are also being used for shopping.
Shopping? You know what this reminds me of? Those sci-fi movies where people try on clothes virtually? Are we there yet?
We're getting pretty close, actually. There was this one fashion brand, they did an AR try-on campaign on TikTok, and their sales went through the roof. They reported a 300% increase in sales. It is a big jump, let's just say that.
Whoa, a 300% increase? Okay, that's definitely something. I have to ask the obvious question though. What about the accuracy? Can you really trust what you see through the filter?
That's a valid point. From what I've seen, it's surprisingly accurate. It's kind of like, when you use those filters that put glasses on your face? It's like that, but with clothes. And it adjusts to your body movements.
This might sound weird, but how does it know where my body is? That's a bit creepy, isn't it?
Time-sighted laugh. Right? That's where it gets a bit technical. So it uses your phone's camera and some smart algorithms to detect your body's position and overlay the virtual clothes on you in real time.
That's really cool, but also, I can see people worrying about privacy. I mean, you're basically giving the app a live feed of your body, right?
Yeah, that's a discussion that's been going on. There are definitely some privacy concerns with all the data these AR features need. They use things like facial recognition and even spatial mapping of your room in some cases.
Facial recognition? I'm not sure how I feel about that. But I guess it's the price of having these advanced features, right?
It is a trade-off. On the flip side, I was just reading about this researcher, Dr. Maya Patel from MIT. She says this tech is creating a new language of digital interaction. It is pretty cool when you think of it that way.
That does sound impressive. I guess it's all about finding a balance. But, it is not just about clothes or fun filters. I saw that someone used AR to make a whole tutorial series about the solar system.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was an educator on TikTok. They made learning about planets interactive. You could see planets in 3D right in your room, and that series got millions of views.
It's amazing how it's being used for education, too. But here's something I've been thinking about. What about people who don't have the latest smartphones? Will they miss out on all this?
That's a really important point, Jenny. It's something called the digital divide. Basically, not everyone has access to the same level of technologies. So yeah, there's a risk that some people might not get the full experience if their devices can't handle these AR features.
Right. It is like when some websites don't work well on older computers. So it is something TikTok and other platforms need to think about. They need to make sure everyone can join in, not just those with fancy new phones.
Totally. It's about inclusivity. But looking ahead, this is just the beginning for AR on TikTok. I mean, think about it this way. What if they start integrating AR with live streams? Or imagine AR environments where multiple users can interact.
Oh, like those virtual concerts but with AR? That would be, well, I can see that happening. It's like the next level of social interaction online.
And then it just, gets more immersive from there. It's not just about consuming content anymore. It's about being part of it, shaping it, and for creators, it gives them a whole new toolbox to play with.
It's like we're moving towards a more interactive digital world. I'm excited to see where this goes, but also a bit cautious. We need to make sure it's developed responsibly.
Agreed. It's a powerful tool, and like any tool, it all comes down to how it's used. But I'm optimistic. I think there's a lot of potential for good here.
Well, on that note, I think we've covered a lot of ground today. From virtual try-ons to educational content, and even a bit of a privacy chat, it's clear that TikTok's AR features are something to keep an eye on.
For sure. Thanks for joining us, everyone. And as always, keep exploring, keep questioning, and we'll see you in the next episode.